can you really read minds? Imagine if I told you that there are psychology tricks so powerful they can make it seem like you're reading someone's mind. Sounds impossible, right? But here's the truth. Human behavior follows patterns. Our eyes, hands, smiles, even the way we pause before speaking. These are hidden codes, waiting to be read. Dark psychology isn't about magic. It's about decoding signals that most people miss. In this video, I'm going to share 7 psychology tricks that reveal what's really happening inside someone's head. These brain hacks can help you tell if someone is lying, hiding feelings, or secretly interested in you. Once you learn them, it will feel like you unlocked a superpower. The ability to read anyone instantly. The problem: why we fail to read human behavior. Every single day, we interact with people, family, friends, colleagues, strangers, and almost every day, we misread them. We assume someone is happy because they smiled, but in reality, that smile was fake. We believe someone is confident because they talk loudly, but deep inside they might be nervous or even insecure. The problem is that human beings are constantly sending signals through body language, tone, micro expressions. But most of us never learned how to interpret them. Think about the last time someone lied to you. Did you catch it in the moment? Probably not. That's because we're trained to listen to words, not to behavior. Psychology tells us that 70 to 90% of communication is nonverbal. Yet we spend almost all our energy analyzing what people say, instead of how they say it. The result? Misunderstandings, broken trust, missed opportunities. In relationships, this can be devastating. You might think someone loves you, but their actions tell another story. In business, it can be costly. You might believe a client's promise, only to realize too late that their signals showed hesitation all along. And in daily life, it simply makes us blind to what's really happening around us. The truth is, most people aren't aware of how predictable human behavior really is. Certain patterns repeat across cultures, ages, and personalities. And if you can recognize those patterns, it feels like mind reading. That's where psychology steps in. By learning to decode these signals, you can finally see the truth behind the words. This is why understanding dark psychology and human behavior isn't just interesting. It's essential. Because once you stop listening only to words and start reading the hidden codes, you'll never look at people the same way again. Trick 1, 2, and 3. The first keys to reading minds. Now that you understand why most people fail to read human behavior, let's dive into the first 3 psychology tricks. These are simple, powerful, and once you see them in action, you'll never unsee them. Trick 1, the eyes. Truth or lie? They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and psychology backs this up. When someone recalls a real memory, their eyes often move upward and to the left, because they're pulling information from memory. But when they look up and to the right, they're constructing an image, which usually means they're making something up. In short, left often signals truth, right often signals fabrication. And if someone keeps darting their eyes around while speaking, that's a strong clue they're hiding something. Trick 2, the hands. Hidden intentions. Our hands betray us more than we realize. Folded arms, fidgeting fingers, or rubbing palms often show nervousness or disinterest. Closed hands signal someone wants distance. On the other hand, open palms and expressive gestures signal honesty, warmth, and genuine engagement. If someone talks with relaxed, natural hand movements, they're comfortable. But if their hands stay tight and guarded, it's a psychological wall, telling you they'd rather not connect. Trick 3, the smile test. Real versus fake. Most of us can smile on command, but very few can fake a genuine smile. Psychology research shows that A true smile lasts about 7 to 8 seconds and involves the eyes, not just the mouth. The muscles around the eyes tighten, creating tiny wrinkles. A fake smile, on the other hand, fades after just 4 to 5 seconds and involves only the lips or cheeks. If the eyes don't join in, the smile isn't real. Learning this simple test helps you instantly tell if someone's joy is genuine or just a social mask. These 3 tricks alone can change the way you see people. Suddenly, a glance, a hand gesture, or a smile becomes a code you can decode. And the more you notice, the closer you get to reading minds, or at least reading the truth behind the mask. Tricks 4 and 5. Body language codes. After learning the first 3 subtle psychology tricks, let's now move to 2 powerful body language codes. They are not words, not obvious gestures, but quiet signals that often reveal more than what someone is saying. If you can read these codes, you gain real insight into people's true thoughts and emotions. Trick 4. Posture and feet direction. Spotting real interest. Most people look at the face to find out if someone is really listening, but the real sign of interest shows up somewhere else, in posture and in the feet. When the upper body or even the feet are turned toward you, it's a strong signal of attention and honesty. But if the feet turn away, it often means the person wants to leave, feels bored, or is impatient. This becomes very clear in group conversations. Check where the feet are pointing, and you'll know who someone is truly focused on. Body language doesn't lie. It's harder to control than words. Reading these small signs lets you see instantly whether someone is fully present or not. Trick 5. Lips and micromovements. Spotting stress and secrets. Sometimes tiny movements reveal more than a long speech. Watch the lips. If they suddenly press together or become thinner, it often shows stress, tension, or discomfort. People do this unconsciously when they feel nervous or when they want to hide something. Also, look for micromovements, very small facial expressions that flash for just a fraction of a second. For example, a quick twitch around the mouth or a tight jaw. These micro expressions are more honest than any explanation, because they happen before a person can control their face. That's why psychologists and even investigators use them. They reveal the real emotion behind the words. These 2 body language codes, posture and feet direction, plus lips and micromovements, are like an invisible translator for what people really feel. If you can spot them, you go beneath the surface and understand others on a deeper level. It shows us that we are always communicating much more than we realize, and that true listening often means observing, not just hearing. Trick 6 and 7. The Gamechanger hacks. Now it's time for the final 2 psychology tricks, the real game changers. These are the techniques that give you the most insight into what someone is thinking and feeling, almost like reading their mind. Trick 6. Head movements. Reading urgency, stress, and interest. The way someone moves their head tells you a lot about their state of mind. If a person nods rapidly or shakes their head quickly, it can indicate impatience or that they want the conversation to end. On the other hand, if someone tilts their head slightly toward you while talking, it's a sign of genuine interest. They are engaged, curious, and want to connect. Even subtle touches to the head, like rubbing the forehead, can indicate stress or tension. Paying attention to these movements gives you a deeper understanding of someone's emotional state without a single word being spoken. Trick 7. The ultimate truth test. Detect lies in under 2 minutes. This is the crown jewel of a psychology hacks. The ultimate truth test is simple, and when you ask a question, watch how the person responds. If they answer quickly without hesitation, they are likely hiding something. If they respond at a normal pace, carefully choosing their words, it usually indicates honesty. Also, notice if they pause repeatedly, fidget, or seem distracted while answering. These are signs of fabrication. Using this simple trick, you can determine whether someone is lying or telling the truth in just about 2 minutes. It's a powerful tool for personal interactions, negotiations, and even everyday conversations. Together, these two tricks complete the 7-step psychology toolkit. You now have a set of skills that let you decode eye movements, hand gestures, smiles, posture, lips, micro movements, head movements, and finally, the speed and pattern of responses. Each of these hacks builds on the others, creating a comprehensive approach to understanding human behavior. Imagine being in a room and instantly knowing who is sincere, who is hiding something, and who is genuinely interested. These techniques don't require magic, just careful observation and a little practice. Start noticing small signs in daily interactions, and you'll be amazed at how much information you can gather without anyone ever saying a word. Applying the Gamechanger hacks not only gives you a psychological advantage, but also deepens your understanding of people, strengthens relationships, and helps you make better decisions. Master these techniques, and you'll see human behavior in a whole new light. Conclusion: master the psychology of human behavior. Now you know all 7 psychology tricks that can help you read anyone's mind and understand human behavior on a deeper level. From eye movements and hand gestures to smiles, posture, lips, head movements, and the ultimate truth test, each trick gives you insight into what people really feel and think. Remember, these are not just skills for curiosity. They connect to dark psychology, self-awareness, and responsible observation. Use them wisely, respect others, and enhance your relationships and interactions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more psychology tips and brain hacks. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Don't forget to upgrade your reality.